So far, 2022 has been a great year for games. This means you've probably had some awesome experiences, but you probably also have a handful of new additions to your backlog. Not to worry though, because even though April has some great games as well, it's a little slower than January through March. So here are all the big games that you can look forward to playing in the month of April, and spoiler alert, Switch owners are getting a lot. LEGO Star Wars games are nothing new, but until now, none have attempted to pack in the entire 9 movies of the Skywalker saga. Originally slated for release in spring 2021, LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga is a whole new game and not merely just a collection of the previous LEGO Star Wars games. All of the missions will be fresh for returning players, and you'll be able to start from any point in the saga. So if you really hate the prequels, even in game form, then feel free to ignore them entirely. The game also features nearly 500 characters from the Star Wars universe, and many of them are playable. By far my favorite new additions to the series are character skill trees, cover-based shooting mechanics, and a melee combo system. LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga is coming to a galaxy far, far away on all consoles and PC on April 5th. It was a little weird last year to see a PlayStation Studios logo pop up on an Xbox game. It was even weirder when the game was a day one release on Game Pass, and now the weirdness can continue when that logo splashes up on a Nintendo Switch screen. MLB The Show 2022 will feature full crossplay for all consoles involved, as well as cross-progression support. That means you'll be able to play your Game Pass copy and then take it on the go via the Switch and be able to pick up in your season right where you left off. This save progression will be done using an MLB The Show account, which shouldn't be a pain to set up. MLB The Show 2022 will be sliding into home plate, aka every console, on April 5th. This upcoming Switch title is a remaster of the 1999 RPG Chrono, complete with several quality of life changes such as the ability to skip battles and a newly refined high-quality soundtrack. In addition to Chrono Cross, the game also includes Radical Dreamers, a text-based adventure game that served as a supplemental title to Chrono Trigger and was originally released on the Super Famicom. Other new features include 3D models converted to HD, refined character illustrations, battle enhancements to make combat easier, and resolution changes, among other things. Chrono Cross The Radical Dreamers Edition will release on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC on April 7th. Appropriately titled The House of the Dead Remake, this game is being published by Forever Entertainment and promises to be true to the original gameplay. However, the game does offer a second mode for fans that want to switch things up, no pun intended. This mode is called Horde and is considered a fast-paced, modernized mode with up to 50 times more monsters and unlockable rewards to collect. And similar to many other games on Nintendo's hybrid console, House of the Dead will be playable using the Joy-Con analog sticks or using gyroscope functionality. The House of the Dead franchise began its life as a light gun series in arcades before later coming to other platforms, including Dreamcast. Its last main release was House of the Dead Scarlet Dawn in 2018, which was never released outside of arcades, and there have also been spin-offs such as The Typing of the Dead. The House of the Dead remake comes back to life on April 7th for Nintendo Switch. Originally released for PS4 in 2019 for Japan and 2020 for US, 13 Sentinels is now making its way onto Nintendo Switch. The game can be described as a side-scrolling adventure game with real-time strategy battles. In our review for the game, Heidi Kemps called it a unique genre-mixing experiment that takes elements of point-and-click adventure games, visual novels, real-time strategy games, and tower defense games to create an experience that's quite unlike anything else out there. Another way to help describe 13 Sentinels is how its gameplay is split into 3 sections. Remembrance, that focuses on exploration and dialogue, Destruction, where the RTS battles take place, and Analysis, a glossary of important info about characters and items in the game. One thing's for sure, you won't have to worry about a lack of content here. 13 Sentinels drops on April 12th for Nintendo Switch. Just when you thought one Star Wars game in April was enough, 2008's Star Wars The Force Unleashed returns to a Nintendo console. In this Wii port of the game, you'll play as Darth Vader's apprentice Starkiller, and do everything in your power to serve him on a quest to destroy the Jedi. Similar to the Wii, this version of the game uses motion controls to help the character feel more at one with the Force, and features a duel mode so you can hand a Joy-Con to a friend and then destroy them in a 1v1 battle. The re-release of The Force Unleashed will be unleashed on April 20th. MotoGP is back for 2022 with MotoGP 2022, and with it comes a handful of new features to make it more exciting for fans and newcomers. For example, MotoGP features a revised tutorial with custom rules to help new players better understand the game's basic mechanics. And once you're done with that, the game also offers a new MotoGP Academy to help players improve their riding. These new steps towards more approachability goes even farther when you factor in the game's new adaptive difficulty system. MotoGP 2020 is racing to a console or PC near you on April 21st. When I read that the Serpent Rogue is an action-adventure game set in a medieval fantasy world, I was instantly drawn to it. And when I discovered the player is tasked with saving the lands from an ominous danger, I knew I had to try the demo on Steam. In the Serpent Rogue, you'll craft and brew your way to becoming a master of alchemy, all while exploring a mythical land and fighting all types of monsters. The Serpent Rogue is mixing up some potions on April 26th for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, Switch, and PC. During the February 2022 Direct, Nintendo revealed Switch Sports, a follow-up to Wii Sports. If you have fond memories of the original's tennis and bowling games, then you're going to be very happy with Nintendo Switch Sports. Like its predecessor, Switch Sports delivers a bunch of different sports to play, all of which are played with motion controls. 6 games will be included initially, and unlike the original Wii Sports, Nintendo Switch Sports will feature online play so you can compete against friends in random challenges. A golf game will be added as a free update. I managed to jump into one of the network test sessions last month, and all I can say is that I crushed everyone I went up against. So if you see me online when the full game drops, I'd suggest you leave that lobby. Nintendo Switch Sports will bring out everyone's competitive side on April 29th. There you have it, a list of April's biggest games, somewhat dominated by Switch releases. Some other games that didn't make this list include the console version of Road 96 on April 14th, and Zombie Army 4 also coming to Switch on April 26th. So what game are you most excited for? Let us know in the comments below, and while you're there, let us know what game you'd love to see announced in April. Thanks for watching.